Attention speakers, authors, business people, salespeople, entrepreneurs. This webinar is for you if you want to get paid more for your bookings and get paid more speaking engagements, but you can't figure out how to make that happen consistently. I'm Dawn Jones of Successful Booking and Successful Training Solutions, and I'm going to share the truth that you need to know about how to get paid speaking engagements. But first, who is Dawn Jones and what qualifies me to teach you and help you monetize your talent? Let me give you a quick overview of business experience, teaching experience, and author experience. Beginning with business experience, over 20 years as an entrepreneur and a business owner. In fact, I created this system learning how to successfully book clients all over the Seattle area, which actually took us national and international. And then teaching and training experience through Successful Training Solutions. I've had the privilege of training over 70,000 people in live presentations, 1,500 or more to be exact, in 8 different countries, plus delivering keynotes, corporate training, private coaching, and webinars. Now, I tell you this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that if you have intellectual property as a speaker, you can take it to different places, which brings me into author experience. I've had the privilege on being on top books and audios with greats like Zig Ziglar, Sherry Prindle, Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, and many more. Here are some of those compilations. What is leadership? Managing the business of project managers, Lead Like a Boss, Top 7 Personality Challenges, and countless others. Now, a couple of things here. If you have intellectual property and you have not yet created product, this is one of the ways you can monetize your speaking talent and get paid for your speaking. This one, for example, the Top 7 Personality Challenges, actually went #1 on iTunes in Australia, America, and several different European countries and stayed there for 11 weeks. Imagine if you were doing that right now with your intellectual property. Then a couple of these down here, I actually contracted out with an international seminar company. These products are still being distributed through them. And then Why Women Buy, how to sell to the world's largest market in book and audio. So here's the point. Not only is this for credibility purposes, it's to show you what you can do with your intellectual property. One of these products right here even made it to international news and was featured on news, and right on the back there, Zig Ziglar, Kevin McCrudden, and I got to be there as well. Anyway, you get the gist. Enough about me. Let's talk about how this can help you. Here's the truth you need to know about getting paid speaking engagements. And this is the #1 reason that speakers do not get booked. And it's because they don't ask. Now, you might be wondering, why don't they ask? #1, they don't know what they're booking. #2, they don't know how much to charge. And #3, they don't know how to ask. Many speakers, when they're asked what are they booking, they say, oh, I'm a professional motivational speaker. It's like, yeah, you and 33,000 other professional speakers trying to get on a stage. What makes you unique? Why should somebody book you? #2, they don't know how much to charge. Here's the typical response when somebody is asked about their fee. You know, how much do you charge? The typical response is, which really tells the person that you're trying to book with, I don't know. I don't know my value. I don't do this enough to actually get paid a regular amount. And the #3 reason, they don't ask the right questions. In fact, many speakers give lots of answers, and they do not realize in those answers they're talking people out of booking them instead of into booking them. In fact, here's the biggest problem that you might be facing right now. And it's not what's on the outside that's blocking you. It's what's on the inside that's holding you back. Can you take a guess? Fear. The #1 fear of most speakers is the fear of cold calling. And that fear causes most speakers to undervalue their talent and second guess their value or their fee. But that's not the end of the problem. It actually gets worse. Operating in fear will never get you paid what you are worth, and it will keep allowing others to take advantage of you. Think about it. When you're afraid to establish your fee and somebody asks you, what do you charge for your services? It's like, well, what do you think would be a fair price? Now, that sounds crazy. Many people would go, no, don't say that. Yet, you know what? Most speakers are not prepared to confidently answer that. And there are speakers out there that are $5,000, $10,000 speakers, and when they're caught off guard and they're asked what their fee is, they'll go, $5,000? Now, just right there, that little lilt in my voice would let you know that person is not prepared to receive $5,000. Imagine if you had an answer every single time somebody asked you about your fee, and not only did you feel confident stating it, they felt comfortable paying it. Now, here's what happens if you're not doing that. You're constantly second-guessing yourself as to whether or not you can be a successful speaker. And worst of all, that leads most speakers to think they need to speak for free, or even, get this, pay to speak at an event. No, you do not have to pay to speak at an event. If you have valuable intellectual property, people will be paying you. Plus, they think they need to be in front of a live audience to make money from their talent, because they don't realize the value of their intellectual property. But for you, there's a solution to this problem. Imagine never having to make another cold call again and getting paid top dollar for your speaking talent. Now, I want to caution you here. Results are not typical for the average person. And according to FTC, you need to know, I am not promising that you will make anything from this or listening to this. What I will do, though, is I will walk you through the system that I've used and trained thousands of people to use to get great results. Now, please understand, the reason my results are not typical is because the average person who attends any training gets 0 results when all they do is just sit there. Now, I'm happy to share with you for free during this video exactly what's been working for me and countless others. And please realize, this is not for get rich quick people. This is not a work at home biz op for amateurs. This is how to take your intellectual property, show you how to successfully monetize it, and show you how to successfully book yourself so that you can be getting paid for your gifts and talents. Whether you are a new or a seasoned speaker, author, or a salesperson or an entrepreneur who deserves to get more paid bookings, but you can't figure out how to make that consistently, here's the solution you've been looking for. Introducing Successful Booking. This is the complete booking guide for performers, speakers, business people, entrepreneurs, salespeople. And in fact, Successful Booking helps you get paid top dollar immediately for your talent. It also helps you discover your niche market and expert topic where you are the expert, and find people that want you, not just any speaker. Now, overcoming booking fears is also another benefit of this, and you never have to make another cold call again unless you want to. I will teach you how to make one, yet you don't have to do that because I show you other things in the program that you can put to work for you so that you don't have to make another cold call again unless you want to. With this step-by-step process to getting booked solid. Successful Booking teaches you the secrets to getting paid for your speaking, monetize your intellectual property, and make money while you sleep, legally, morally, and ethically, and much, much more. And best of all, you will start seeing results with Successful Booking in just 30 days or less. So let me ask you this. What kind of speaker are you? Are you a novice speaker just starting out? Are you an advanced speaker? You've done a few paid speaking engagements and you want to do some more? Or are you a seasoned speaker? If you're a novice speaker, booking just one speaking engagement with this program will pay for itself within the next 30 days. Just one paid speaking engagement will pay for itself in the next 30 days. And show you how to get 6 to 10 engagements per month by just following the system. Imagine getting $500 per engagement. Do you realize that's as much as $5,000 a month just for speaking on the side? It's kind of like paint by numbers. You follow the system, you book as much as you want. If you are an advanced speaker, this program can help you book 10 or more engagements per month at up to $3,000 per engagement. Now, if you are a seasoned speaker who has been undervalued far too long, this program will show you how to consistently earn $3,000 to $10,000 per engagement. How many engagements you do is completely up to you. Let me ask you this question. If you got just one extra speaking engagement a month for a year, what would that be worth to you? Now let's just take at the lowest denomination, $6,000 for just one extra per month. That's like a $500 engagement per month, one engagement per month. Or how about just one engagement every other month? $3,000? Or how about just one speaking engagement? Imagine following a paint by numbers system that shows you how to successfully book yourself, and all you did was book one speaking engagement with it. Would that be worth at least $500 to you? You see, making money is easy, but you cannot make more time. For everyone watching this video, I am offering my successful booking program for one payment of $397. Actually, you go to the website, that's what you will be paying. For you watching this program for a limited time, take an extra $100 off of that, and it's only $297. You can see how quickly the program pays for itself. In fact, take action now before you spend another month wasting your time trying to figure out how to get booked and paid for your talent consistently. Is your talent worth your investment? We all have some disposable income. Isn't it time to take some of yours and spend it on your future? Spend it on your family. Spend it on the things that are most important to you in your life. Get on board with Dawn Jones and Successful Booking right now. In fact, here's what you're going to get in the Successful Booking audio program. A 30-day audio program, including the PDF workbook, which is your Successful Booking program journal, so you can follow along every day and you can see your success and track it as you go. Inside that program, on audio and on PDF, I will walk you through step by step how to identify your talent, understand what makes you unique so you can stand out above those 33,000 other speakers. Discover your booking niche where people want you and not just any speaker. I then will show you how to overcome your booking fears. It's a simple process, and this is where I'll show you how to make those cold calls if you want, and how to ask great questions, be confident on the phone, establish your fee and feel comfortable asking for it, and get paid for your talent. And I'll even show you how to get booking referrals, even from people who don't book you or aren't ready to book you yet. Ultimately, you'll learn in that first audio section how to get paid for your talent and make a living from your talent. Then we'll move into the next phase, which is audio collection number 2, branding and you. This is where I bring customer relationship selling. This is where you're establishing relationships with people, using your social media, using your marketing where you're meeting with people, going to breakfast, or just working from your computer at home. I will also show you how to overcome 5 booking mistakes eliminate the sales pitch, and have conversations that actually turn into solid bookings. Contact the right person. Stop getting the runaround. Get called back and not put off, and how to ultimately set a booking date. Just did this one today with somebody whose computer crashed, and they asked me to call them back next week. And I said, well, are you getting your emails right now? And they said, yeah. I go, well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the calendar. I walked them through the steps for booking a date on the calendar and got that booking today. It's easier than you might think. And in fact, many people make a huge mistake, and I show you what not to do when getting and setting a booking date that will talk people out of booking you, especially if you have a wide open calendar. Then how to promote your talent without sounding like you're bragging on yourself, and ultimately how to let your website become your best salesperson and book you so your systems are in place right there and you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Once you've made a few calls, then you'll go to the third audio collection where I give you bonus tips, sample calls, and booking scripts of what to do, what not to do, and then how to follow those scripts so that you consistently can start those conversations regardless of who you're speaking with. Every time you pick up the phone, send an email, get on LinkedIn, go to a networking breakfast, whatever it might be, you have the tools for starting those conversations. And that ultimately is going to help you by having those systems in place. Plus, as an extra bonus, this is like an extra $1,000 value. I will give you 3 successful booking downloadable PDFs, extra webinar trainings, templates, and forms for ongoing use. And for a limited time and a limited number of people, you will get 1 free coaching session. Let me explain how the bonuses work. You get 3 PDFs, which include 5 booking mistakes and how to avoid them, 10 mistakes that kill the back of the room sales. And this is perfect if you have intellectual property that you are selling either online or in your speaking engagements. I will give you 10 mistakes to avoid when you are speaking from the front of the room. And I have discovered there's 2 types of people when it comes to selling their intellectual property in the form of products. Number 1, they either just don't do it, or number 2, they do it and they talk people out of buying their products because well, I'll tell you in the program. And more importantly, I will show you how to stop doing that. And then number 3, the top 7 personality challenges, that was number 1. You will get the PDF version of that. I will send that to you as a bonus. Thank you. And an extra bonus, webinar trainings, which is a $497 value. In the webinar trainings, I will show you some specific things you can do to monetize your intellectual property and actually create content that can be sold to people because they want your intellectual property. And that will show you how to make money in your sleep legally, morally, ethically, and safely. And then for those of you who are action takers, well, everyone actually will get the templates, forms, and for ongoing use. Specifically, though, for the action takers, those of you who take action within the next 3 hours, you will receive 1 free coaching session. This is where you and I will have a face-to-face conversation over the internet, and I will do some hand-holding and walk you through some of the issues that you're having with successfully booking yourself. Now, this is a huge one. Obviously, I can't give these out to everyone. These are for my action takers who are like, Dawn, I want to do this, I want to do it now, and I just need some help to get started. Take action within the next 3 hours, and you get that extra bonus. Now, my promise to you is I will show you how to learn how to identify and monetize your intellectual property and get paid legally, morally, and ethically while you sleep. I will also show you how to establish your fee and feel comfortable asking for it. In fact, in your Successful Program Journal, I give you a fee sheet that shows you what to be charging for yourself as a speaker. And then the third thing I will give you, I promise, is how to successfully book your calendar with high-paying engagements by confidently asking the right questions. So again, here's everything you get. It's well over a $2,000 value. The special is the $297. Imagine what your life will be like when you have a full calendar with high-paid bookings in your field of expertise. Imagine what it'll be like when you're getting paid your value for your talent and you're not having that sick feeling in the pit of your stomach wondering if you're going to get paid for your next event. And imagine when you can stop pitching and start having conversations that turn into sales. Act now before time runs out. The 30-day audio program will be sent to you, and you have a couple of options. You can either download the entire program all at once and listen to it all in one day or over a couple of days if you'd like, or the way I designed it was to help you establish some great habits, and I put it into a 30-day program. So you can download the audios and then listen to one section every day, 5 days a week. So it's broken down into a 30-day program based on 5 days a week. You follow along, you listen, you fill in the blanks in your successful booking journal, and at the end of that 30-day program, you know how to successfully book yourself. Act now, and I look forward to helping you successfully book yourself for life.